Let this sing the blues. She got him back. She feels so sad. Wants the world to know just what her blues is all about. The blues ain't nothing but a pain in her heart, 'cause she got a bad start. Then her and her man had to part. Hey, peoples. Hi, I am Miss Ricks, Hambone, Miss Ashley. Did y'all see the way that fool talked to me yesterday? Okay. Tiffany, Sharon Morrison, Miss Cruiser. I was just talking about you and Vincent. There ain't much to say, honey. If any of y'all was over there with that Vincent Hill again, he is really bleeding this thing. Now, let's say this first. Remember, he said when he did his, he's a whistleblower, which just means he's snitching on everybody in the house. When he said he's his whistleblower, he said that's all he gonna say about it, right? Next day he came up with now, why now? Correct. Those were his two videos, both garnering tens of thousands of views, correct? Then he came up with his 4-part series, right? And you say, well, after the 4-part series, this is done now, right? He done told from the day he was born all the way through his upbringing, his no good mama, no good daddy, no good people around him, no good church, everybody's no good. He's the only one good, right? He told you the whole goddamn story. And the second video of his 4-part series, it turns out to be all about Larry Reed, because he's getting all of his self-worth and all of his life experience has come out of the ass of Larry Reed Live. Correct? So what do we have now? So last night, after he did his 4-part series and his initial video and his secondary video, now he comes up and now he's doing an interview with St. James, correct? St. James initially had to try to take the reins and talk about something significant, since he's dropping all these what he called Hiroshima bombs and smiles. Right? So he goes on there, and I just show up on his channel. Simple question, just like the last time he came after me. This boy, he's not done enough research to realize I'm not the kind of person to come and fuck with, girl, because I asked you a simple goddamn question, correct? If you do it, go to my chat and you'll see, or go to my page, you'll see that my count of Jay Wilson videos is over 300. I could do this all day. This is what I do, girl. But I don't want y'all to think I'm a bully or I'm messy or I'm insensitive and I'm all this shit. I want y'all to hear what was said last night. Now, let me give you some context here. Let's see if we can just get it up on the screen. You can't see it. I got it. Okay. Look in the very corner here. And you can see my question. Can you see it? Let's see if I can read it. My question was, why? Wait a minute. Oh, shit. I'm trying to get it where y'all can see it. I know y'all gonna believe me anyway. I gotta read it. It says Timothy Blaine asked a question. It's supposed to be him people asking questions, right? In the chat. We're just in the chat. Like you guys are in the chat now. All I put in the chat was, why tell everybody's business? That's all I asked him for free, right? So now I want you to see how he responds to me. He don't understand why I come after him. And this is why right here. Okay, come on.
But the thing is, Timothy Blaine, I really want you to trip on a block. Listen, no. And break your old knees. I am so sick of these trolls.
I'm a troll.
Y'all gonna learn something about me. I am, you know what? Y'all gonna learn something about me because I plan on coming on these conversations real and honest.
Yeah.
There's some of y'all I don't have time for. Timothy Blaine is a joke.
Mm-hmm.
When you're that old,
can I say this about Timothy Blaine?
No, you can't. Not
you won't let him say anything.
When you're that old and miserable, that all you got to do is just be negative. Your life is a joke, and you are a joke. You're like, you should be on Netflix stand-up comedy. You're such a joke, Timothy Blaine. You're such a joke that, let me tell you how much of a joke you are.
Tell me.
Old AAR. Okay, I'm done. See, so let me tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to show y'all I'm sick of y'all. I've been playing nice, and he is an elderly dumb. He's an elder dumb.
Oh, really?
I think you think that he is trying to negate your entire experience, and I don't think
no. What he's doing is trolling.
Why am I trolling?
That's why I'm doing this, because
he got mad when you called him that name. That's what it was. When you called him something, that's what triggered him, and he said he was really just trying to ask.
I don't care.
Is that the problem?
I don't care.
Okay. All right, Hill. All right.
John, I know some of them guys have to reel me in because they know I do not care because I'm tired.
Tired of what?
I have shown to everyone, I've opened up my heart and been honest.
Everybody's
that's
heart.
why I'm not cutting no slack, because he don't have discernment. Because if he really had discernment, he would not come over here, because I don't go over there to his channel. I don't say nothing to him. We've never talked before.
So I go everywhere.
We're having, but he's a content creator, and he's
but the thing is, though, but this is not the space for that.
Yeah.
And he didn't come over here saying, "Hey, V Hill, I got some questions for you. I'm going to inbox you." He came over here on purpose to troll, and you know that. I know that must be your friend, but you know it's the truth.
I love Uncle Tim.
I don't care. If Tim fell on the block and broke his knee, I would not care, because I am tired of trolls. Now, if he wants to have a real conversation, he knows where I'm at. He can inbox me.
I ain't inboxing your punk ass. Hold on, man. Girl, ain't nobody inboxing your punk ass. The thing was, I asked you a simple goddamn question, a very obvious question. The question being, why did you feel it necessary to expose everybody in the house? You expose preachers. You expose women and their relationship with their husbands. You expose each individual who lived in that house. You have called them the best dick suckers in the world. You've exposed whoever is the best cocksucker. You have exposed everything, and including and especially Larry Reed, right? So just like last time when I came over there to your punk ass page, girl, and then I asked you, why are you a victim? You lost your goddamn mind. So what I am seeing now is this is purely mental illness, girl. Even people in your chat and say, why did you take him down? Well, what exactly did he do, girl? And then even when St. James is asking you, maybe he's trying. No, don't say that. No. You're breaking down, girl, in public, Miss Thing, right? Now I'll say this. I'll say, well, Timothy, be fair. Let's see. Pull up what you said about this boy, right? So I went back and I said, I reviewed a couple of these goddamn exposés of his. And perhaps what he's trying to say is that because I am Timothy Blaine and I appeared on his chat, he automatically assumes that I'm trolling. I am a troll. I don't think Vincent Hill knows what a troll is. I'm not going over there to be a provocateur by simply asking you, okay, you want to tell your story? Why did you have to tell on everybody? Instead of answering the question, because you have no answer to the question and you know that you're goddamn wrong, you start going off and hollering and screaming about, I'm a troll. But that didn't make any sense. It didn't even make sense to your own moderators, girl. Right? But no, they erased me. He said, I'm miserable. I don't feel like I'm miserable. I feel like you're miserable. Right? You're the one stuck in the past, Miss Thing. Correct? So I said, Timothy, maybe he's responding to that. Maybe even though they claim they never watched you, they don't know anything about you, they don't know what you said and all that kind of stuff. Maybe that's why he's taking offense to you. You could have simply said that. I didn't like what you said in your video, Timothy Blaine, and here's where you got it wrong. You're not capable of conversation, about for anything coming from me, because I'm going to give you real questions, girl. Correct? And both times, there are identical times, you immediately shut me down. And if I let this thing play further, you will see that you actually threatened me. Did you threaten me, boy? First of all, you never come online talking about how you can't fight. You don't do that. I don't give a goddamn if you ain't never fought nothing but the Easter money in your whole life. You don't tell grown men that you can't fight and then come on there and threatening them, right? Because you don't know who the fuck will take you up on your offer, girl. Your proposition. Let's see you threaten me now. You gonna put hexes and witchcraft on my ass? What are you gonna do? You already said you want me to fall down and break my goddamn knees for asking you a question. Hold on a minute.
Break his knee.
Well, I tell you, Pastor Jay Wilson is loving you right now because he can't stand Tim.
I hear what Hill said. It comes off as a lack of perspective. No. Keep that up real quick. This is what I'm talking about. And let me tell you something about me. Y'all think I and my producer put that February the 15th video out and I'm not about business?
Yeah.
You think I'm capable of doing something like that and I'm not about business? Just because
you're not about business. Okay, you said that, and look at what I did to Larry Reed in my my famous February expose, my whistleblowing, right? Then you say that look what I did to William McCrae. These are all confessions. And you think I'm something to play with? You think I'm not on business? So are you threatening me, boy? You think you're the only one that got boxing gloves, girl? What is wrong with you, Vincent Hill? You're crazy. And I believe some people won't say, I think I was over there with Thais. He said, oh, I don't like to talk about people's mental health. No, I have no problem with that, girl, because someone needs to bring to your attention your fallacy. There's something wrong with you. Correct? Now, if you had a problem with the things that I said in my former video, that would be a decent argument, right? And we can argue the points. Because my questions are very simple. I'm not going to come to somebody else's channel and challenge them. I'm just asking you a simple goddamn question. Why did you feel it necessary to turn on everybody in the house? Which speaks to my thumbnail. What do you call it? Personality. What's he call it? What does my thumbnail say, people? I forget what it's called. Personality disorder. You have a disorder. You can't get along with nobody, in other words, because you felt comfortable exposing the entire house, right? Everybody you've had relationship with over the last 15 years, with all these people who have been in relationship for 30 and 40 years, girl, you got yourself in the house. You wonder why they didn't like your ass, girl. It's probably because of your personality disorder. What is that? What did I say? Hold on a minute. God damn it. I need to know, because I looked it up. Baby, and I want to know what it says. Can I find me? Let me find it real quick. Hold on, people. Don't abandon me. Antisocial personality disorder. This makes it impossible for you to have constructive relationships. You can't have a relationship with nobody. Only relationship you could have was when you were fucking Larry Reed, child. And when he abandoned you, you've been lost, right? When you got evicted, you didn't go and get help. You didn't go and borrow money and get an apartment. No, you ran home to your mama, right? Because you can't get along with nobody. But I want to stick to the threats you made against me. What are you going to do? You going to dox me now? Are you going to be a part of that? Like nobody's going to come after your punk ass? Didn't you just have an eviction, girl? Right? Isn't that on your permanent record? How many other times has this happened? Oh, that's right. You lived with Larry your whole life. You probably ain't never even had an apartment before, right? Are you going to take responsibility, girl, for the fact that you, as a grown man, were thrown out of your house? You had 4 months, girl, to come up with. You could have got double job. You could have worked at McDonald's in the morning and Burger King at night to hold on to your residence. Your place of no, but you just sit back. They got to take care of me. Oh, they're trying to bribe me. Everybody's trying to do everything to you again, Vincent Hill. I asked you a simple goddamn question a couple of days ago. You couldn't answer it. What? So I became a troll. I asked you a simple question, not a combative question, just a regular goddamn question, girl. A question that anybody would ask. Oh, you trolling. How's that trolling? Why not just answer the question? It's only one line in the goddamn chat. let's finish up with this threat. I want to know what you're going to do to me, right? Yes, I did save that girl. It'll be saved forever.
I help people heal don't mean you can run over me. Timothy Blaine, if you keep on coming over here, your life is going to go down.
Ooh.
I am tired of you.
Ooh. Ooh.
But can I ask you this?
No.
Come on, Hill.
Why can't he ask you something?
I want him to hear me clearly, and y'all are going to watch it happen. I am tired of the trolls. All right. Now, all right. What we had to say?
I think the issue is, I don't think people were saying that you came out and told your truth.
Okay.
But they're looking at the age that you began to deal with Larry on a sexual type of thing. And it was 23, right? And I think, because we've heard all these stories of pastors and preachers and all these people dealing with underage people. So we've had to get on that bandwagon and say, you know what, that is absolutely wrong. The child has no way of you know, the adult should have been more of an adult and not good. But when we hear your story, and we, like I said, we know that a pastor should not be doing what he did.
Right.
But when you tell us that you were 23, it doesn't negate your abuse.
Okay, where are you going though? I'm listening.
But it makes us have to really assess the thing. Okay, 23.
Yeah.
Okay, did it for 13 years. Was there any time in there where he said, oh my God, I am doing the wrong thing, regardless of what I'm thinking I'm taking care of the prophet or taking care of the pastor, but as a adult, when did it kick in that this was some wrong shit to be sleeping with a pastor and he was married? See, that's what Blaine
in
was
her house.
trying.
No. What you will not do is validate a troll. He could have asked me that.
I can't ask you shit.
See, I'll answer your question because I don't mind. That's the thing. He could have just asked that because I won't answer that.
Yeah.
But don't mix the question in and validate a friend. No one will cross me and I don't tag them.
Right.
You better ask William McCray. Ask Larry Reed. I have proven I am nobody to mess with.
Other victims.
But y'all keep on messing with me and you're going to find out.
Girl, wait a minute. Hold on, honey. Listen, you can threaten other people. I'm a person, I don't take threats lightly. What are you saying specifically that you're going to do to me, boy? Right? People feel like they can hide off here on the YouTube and they can say whatever they want. They can do whatever they want. They can take people's channels. They can try to hurt them. I don't work, nigga. I don't work. You call Social Security. What are they going to say? Well, you know what Social Security going to say? How old is he? End of discussion. But the point is you would come over here trying to intimidate me. Like you're going to do something to me, boy. I find that very offensive, this thing. And of course I've saved that in case I have to use it. In case I have to actually get to your motherfucking ass, bitch. Because you done threatened me, girl. Like what happened was you took offense at something I said in a previous video. Correct? You should have said that instead of coming here talking about, he asked me, oh, why did you tell on everybody? Oh, he a troll. Yeah, I'm not going to put up with it. I ain't going to take it. Ask Larry Lee what I did to him. Ask that boy what I did to him. I would never give him his files back. Isn't that his property? Right. So you expose yourself as being somebody with mental problems, Vincent Hill. Now, my prediction is you ain't going to make it around here for very long, right? Because if you can't even handle somebody making a comment in the goddamn chat, girl, if that gives you breakdown where you got to start threatening people and speaking on you want them to break their knees and you speaking all these curses on people, then you pull out your goddamn card, them silly ass thing, pull out your cards. I'm going to do a reading on you. Girl, I'm surprised she didn't pull out bat wings, girl, and animal tongues. The fuck are you doing? You're so confused, Vincent Hill. If you would answer my question like a decent human being, I'm a softie, right? I'm a softie Or I can say, okay, well, I didn't understand you completely. Correct. If you would have even given me 30 seconds to answer even one of my 2 questions, girl, you act like I'm some kind of campaign against you, bitch. Right? Right? And don't assume you're the baddest motherfucker in town, girl. Cause she bad. He's bad. His name is Vincent Hill. He's the baddest man in the whole damn town. He badder than a old King Kong and look like a junkyard dog. Well, Wednesday, about a night ago, Vincent talking shit. Girl, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Hi, Thais. How you know? Yes, he got him a story going, child. We talking about him again. Here's the thing. He said he was over after the first one, over after the second one, over after the third one, the fourth one, the fifth one, the sixth one, the seventh one. Now he's talking to subscribers, right? Because no one watches that bullshit that he's talking about healing some goddamn body, and he's the most broken motherfucker on here, right? Now he's going to number 8 because this morning he announced that his next interview will be tonight with Daryl Moore. Now Daryl Moore has been in beef with Larry Reed for the last 5 years, girl. So what are y'all gonna talk about? I mean, I'm trying to figure out. We talk about travel or music. He's coming on there for one reason. So now you're expanding it past 7 videos. Now you're in your 8th video. And who will be next, girl? Who else can you dig up, Miss Thing, to expand the story about Larry Reed? Because someone finally paid attention to your ass, right? You could have had a decent conversation with me, girl, where you were not dismissive and disrespectful to me, bitch. And maybe you could have gotten your damn story out. You want to be interviewed by one person. You want to be interviewed. You are a horrible interviewer. If it wasn't for St. James asking you questions last night, that thing would have been a total wash. You don't even know how to interview nobody. All you do is run your mouth and bitch and complain about your little story, girl. We don't give a fuck about your little story. We're only interested in the young. The very young people who cannot fend for themselves, girl. Not no grown ass, old ass bitch who is a goddamn. You said you was a pastor. You a 23-year-old pastor. Larry Reed's a 23-year-old pastor. You have sex. Look what he did to me. Oh, baby. Look at what he did to me. He broke my heart, baby. And Miss Thing, you a grown ass man. It is ridiculous to me that you would even have the nerve to bring your stinking ass on YouTube, girl, and try to present this story as you some kind of goddamn victim. You only attached the word victim to it because you saw the thing with that guy, that DeAndre guy. So you're gonna lump it all together. Look at, oh, they don't know about the ministerial. Weren't you a pastor? Like you some little homeless child or something, child. Anyway, so continue to disrespect me, boy. I don't think I'll be coming over there no more. It's not worth it. You're not going to get a real answer, girl. I was trying to get a real conversation. The only conversation that took place last night was him, the interviewee, asking the interviewer a couple of questions. If he could get a word in edgewise, girl, right? Right? He couldn't even say anything about Timothy. Timothy, I know he's gonna come over and ask real questions. He's gonna ask a serious question, like why am I a victim? Whoa! Oh, how could you ask me that? Oh my God, you're a troll! You're a troll! Stop the trolls! Stop the trolls! Really? How would you be in a courtroom, girl, if the prosecutor, or actually on either side, asks you a question, Miss Thing? Are you gonna be so offended because they asked you the question? Is it so hard for you to answer? You can't answer the question because you know that you're a wrong person, correct? All you hollering about, I'm the truth seeker. I tell the truth. I'm just telling the truth. Telling the truth about what, girl? Nobody give a fuck about you getting fucked in your ass and shitting on people. What's the truth? You called yourself a whistleblower. Nigga, a whistleblower is when there's malfeasance in a corporation, right? You're in a business and you know that they've been stealing sprockets and they've been inflating invoices and all this kind of stuff, girl. If they are doing something illegal within the company, girl, the whistleblower is the person who calls the authorities in order to do what is right, right? It's not necessarily this gruntled ass queens, girl, coming here complaining about their boyfriend, this thing. There ain't a whistleblower in my ass. It was a vendetta. Vendetta. You're after this dude, Larry Reed, right? He's still making money. You still living with your mama. You didn't even have enough. You couldn't even pull together enough resources to realize you were supposed to stay in Atlanta since you was a grown-ass man well into your 40s, girl. You weren't running home to mama immediately, right? You had all that time to pay that woman her rent. Said, baby, I fell behind in COVID. Can I give you 1,000 today? No, you didn't give her shit, right? As soon as Larry stopped the payments, your ass stopped paying her rent. Correct? You didn't save a goddamn dime. Nothing. Right? You're an incompetent as a man. Living up under your mama house. Now, oh, my mama loved me. Oh, she apologized to me many times. I guess so, while you're living up in her house. Correct? Isn't that the only reason you're kissing her ass? And you're going to destroy her when you leave? She said, close my door. She said that. She don't know how to make me feel. How am I supposed to feel? Nobody cares about your feelings, Vincent Hill. Only person care about your feelings is the therapist or psychiatrist, girl, who you pay to listen to you. He's paid. That's their job. Get one. I'm sorry I'm being so neglectful. I don't know why I let these people get up under my skin, girl. But his disrespect is so unnecessary. Like I asked him some horrible secret or something, girl. It doesn't make any sense. You can't answer it because you know you're wrong. You ain't made a goddamn friend sitting up under them people for 15 years. There's not one person in there you can respect. Oh, I respect Lisa. I respect. Really? That's how you show your respect? Fucking her husband in the next bedroom? Hi, Ambrosia. Let me speak to some people here. Gypsy Loves. Sherry Morrison, how you doing? What side did Billy wear her flower? I don't Miss Holiday. Girl, wait a minute. He said he's involved with some other poor soul. I hope that poor soul, he said he's involved with girl who does not know that he's in love with him yet and all this kind of stuff. Right. He's very much single white female. The one who doesn't know that he's in love with you. I hope he's paying attention to YouTube to see what you really are. You're bragging about what I did to them. Look at what I did to them. What am I going to do? Nigga, fucking with me, but get your ass killed. You want to check something, check my goddamn record, punk. Threatening people. You got a lot of goddamn nerve. Oh, I ain't gonna fight nobody. I don't know how to fight nobody. Oh, that's the wrong thing to say to me, nigga. That's the wrong goddamn thing to say to me, bitch. I'm tired of these trolls. I'm tired of these trolls asking me a question. Get yourself some help, boy. You're not gonna be able to be over here. You see the kind of shit we see over here on YouTube, girl. Do you turn the goddamn thing on since you want to be on YouTube now? Do you see the kind of things that are said about people on here on a moment by moment basis? Can't you? I know you don't want to come fucking around the beef sector, girl. Have you seen what we do to each other over here, girl? Right? And you gonna have a vendetta against each one of these people as well, Miss Thing. And it doesn't even extend to only the beef sector, Miss Thing, because there are people over there in what you call in the Cardinal church sector. Right? They beef just as much. Everybody beef. The goddamn rappers is beefing. The actress is beefing. Everybody goddamn beefing, Miss Thing. And you say, I'm so sensitive. I'm sensitive. Well, bitch, go away. Take your marbles and go play somewhere else. You said you would move back to the somebody sent you a bus ticket back to North Carolina, South Carolina, back in the hills, some goddamn where, girl. But starting all over again, it's gonna be hard. But we pray that the Lord will help you make it. Baby, your mama and daddy gonna call you in the room at some point, Vincent. You're a 45-year-old man, child. He said, baby, what's your plan? Because they worked their whole life to create a family. And then, at some point, that time is done, honey. That time, we don't take care of 40-year-old children, right? What are you doing to prepare yourself for your what's next? You think you're going to go on YouTube and cry and beg and bitch, and that's going to somehow pull you out of this sticky wicket that you're in. You are not Larry Reed, honey, and then you never going to be Larry Reed, child. And this thing is you seem to have about how you healing people and all this shit, and then you mix it in tarot cards and goddamn soothsayers and all this shit, girl. That shit is not sellable. It's not going to work for you. You're too goddamn fragile for one damn thing. The people didn't like what he was going. Child, they were in his own chat. His own people said, "Why did you take him out? Let him back up. We want to hear what the guys say." Oh no, it's a troll. He trolling me. He just here to troll. You said you were interested in the truth, correct? So what? I was gonna come in there and lie on you? Is that it? Because if that's it, we can talk about it, baby. I ain't got no problem with it. But one thing I am committed to, I would not give your stupid ass not even one single dollar, right? So you would have to do it on my terms. Bring your ass over here. You done spit in my face twice, bitch. Right? That won't happen again, girl. You bring your stupid ass over here, girl, and then we can chop it up. And I'm not even gonna be unreasonable. I'm not gonna call you all kind of bitches and hoes, which is my nature. My nature is to go off. That's why I'm in the beef sector, girl. But I can spare you all that, Miss Thing, by just asking you a simple question. Because what's going to happen is I'll ask you a simple question. I got to listen to all these theatrics, girl, for the next 15 minutes, Miss Thing. Then I ask you another. I said, well, what about your shoe size? Oh my God, you asked about my shoe size. You're trolling me. I got to listen to all the other theatrics, girl. The only person that you can talk, only person you hear is yourself, Miss Thing. Right? Is that a personality disorder? Is that why you sat up there in Atlanta, girl, for 15 years under the same roof with these people, and you didn't pull out not even one friend, not even one person you had enough respect for to not expose their sex life? Maybe they don't want you to know they're the best dick sucker in the goddamn country, girl. Maybe they don't want everybody in the world to see you drunk, because everybody drinks, Miss Thing. It ain't all that unusual if somebody got drunk, Miss Thing, but you taking pictures of the shit, girl. And how many phone calls have you saved? And now you're saying you got more information. I got more. That's why he won't come. That's why he won't sue me, because I got more information. I'm saying you are a cancer. You are a poison, and we don't want you. You ain't gonna be over here anyway, honey, unless you can trick them numbers. Now you got Daryl Moore over here, which is going to kick off a whole nother thing, because he's under litigation with Larry now. Isn't he under a gag order? Isn't he supposed to not be saying anything about Larry Reed at all? Didn't he disappear for a couple of years, and now this bullshit is coming back to the forefront, and you're going to usher it in again to involve yourself more in it? Are you that hurt, boy? Damn. You should have been hurt when you realized this dude was never faithful to you. He never took you seriously. You said he wouldn't even send me a card. He didn't send me a card saying, "Oh, I'm just thinking about you. Oh, I love you. I love you, Vincent. Oh, we gonna build a little cabin in the hills." Mm-hmm. Someday, one day he came along, the man you love, and he was big and strong in ministry. The man you love, girl, pitiful. And whoever you dating, they need to run for their goddamn life. Mm-hmm. Run for your life, mister, and don't let this fool get a hold of any of your personal information. When you get your mail, you lock it in your desk or lock it away in some kind of lock box or safe. Don't let him know anything about your life. Don't tell him who your mama is. Don't tell this fool shit. She's a vindictive, I don't even know what the word is, girl. She's vindictive. Let's just put it like that. She's a single black female. What's going on, Goonies? You highlighted. Wait a minute. What happened? It don't come on. You say you gave me 5. What's your question? Woo, look at all this we got to miss. Here for a moment just to say hello and pay respect. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you, Goonies. I'm taking a break from all the toxicity on YouTube. You got to take a break from causing all the toxicity on YouTube. So we don't know what you do outside of this channel, Goonies. Social media, the world. I suggest y'all do the same. Stop trying to run people away, Goonies. If you want to go on now, go. Thank you for the 5, Goonies. Currently in court right now, they say he had a heart attack or some kind of a medical emergency in the courtroom on yesterday, child. Daryl Moore. So you having a heart attack one day, you fell out on the floor. I don't know the details of whatever hell happened to you, but the next day you on here to interview with this guy who's a scorned employee, a disgruntled employee, and a scorned lover, girl, and you gonna go on that page? I ain't calling you girl, dude. You gotta be careful with the gays. We're constantly going between the dudes and the girls, the honeys and the Miss Things. That's dangerous to me, because whatever you do with him, they're going to screenshot that. Trust me, Larry Reed has enough sense to know that I had to screenshot this and save this, because they're going to try to get rid of this when they realize how dumb it was for you to come on to this disgruntled person page talking about Larry Reed when I'm already under a gag order concerning a Larry Reed, and they have already drugged me back into court concerning Larry Reed. Honey, how can I be restricted from his name for all these years, child? Whatever. Do your thing, honey. It's your thing. Do what you want to do. Don't let me tell you. Don't to the socket too. He wasn't paying nobody. Who's paying somebody? That boy. Oh, child, I did not even speak that name. I don't have nothing to do with that situation over there. It's been going on for 5 goddamn years. There was never even any reason why this dude Daryl even came after Larry Reed. I mean, what's their relationship? Why do you give a fuck what he does? Whatever. Just saying to him, that'll stop him hating on you, girl. Saying to him, I'll destroy him with my voice, my vocal cords. He knows he had a valid point and a better platform. He knows he had a better. Well, it is the truth. I mean, the questions both times were very simple. I don't know where all this hatred is coming from. So if his hatred should come from anywhere, he should have been from the videos that I made concerning his case. But when you're gonna make 5-point series and you're gonna have all these videos and these exposures and all this shit, yeah, that's what we do on here. This is a talking application. You ain't no better than nobody else. If you put it on YouTube, we're gonna talk about it. It's as simple as that, girl. You're the one bringing this bullshit here. We don't. What I look like telling somebody who fucked me, girl, I shit all over his dick. The fucking, how's that a conversation? He's a nasty person. He got some real serious sex issues too. I ain't never seen somebody that constantly talking about sex. Go out and get some, girl. Right? Don't dream it, be it. You done wasted your whole 20s and your 30s chasing after this married man. Or man, even if he's not married anymore, a person who is not interested in you. Right? He finally found a way, got up the balls to get rid of your ass, and you won't go. You won't go. I got more information. I got more information. It's dangerous to have a person like you around. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't have something like you around my family, honey. No way. Don't have a person like that. Like when I get my mail, I put it by the door. No. Collect all evidence of everything, honey. Don't even tell them your real name, Mr. Whoever you are. Don't even tell that freak your real name, honey. What's gonna happen? She's gonna come over here because she can't get no numbers. She's gonna turn into one of these doxers. She just gathers information on other people. So the interview tonight is with Daryl Moore, another enemy of Larry Reed. Now, I'm not saying that this other guy was an enemy of Reed's, but you know damn well what you're gonna get when you're dealing with Daryl Moore. You're putting his life in jeopardy. I guess he's too dumb to realize that. Maybe he's going to try to get things to come out of your mouth that he wants to come out of his mouth. But neither one of you niggas is that clever. Right? And believe me, when he goes back to court, they will be playing on the big screen the video interview of you and Vincent Hill, which happened just last night. You watch. Y'all watching Trump? Y'all see how often they use the goddamn big screens, honey? All these court cases, all these Diddy's trials gonna be nothing but big screens. This video, that video, God only knows what they got out of the goddamn the raid, right? They took boxes out of there, right? They took laptops out of there, right? They took computers out of there, right? So all they're interested in with that is all images. And that's what they're gonna do to you. So go ahead and run your mouth if you want to. You people do not believe fat meat's greasy. You are not white. They're gonna wash your ass. You're gonna get in bigger trouble. You're not a millionaire. He say billionaire. You're not a millionaire. You ain't got no power at all. You can't hire no best. You can't hire the best shit. The best you're gonna do is get some goddamn ambulance chaser to come in there and charge you $1,000 to say bullshit. Right? You ain't in that league. So you want to defy the court order if you want to. Go ahead. So I guess you think the judge gonna make it less? Let's make the penalty less than last time when I gave you the initial order. Is that gonna happen? It's always more, Daryl Moore. You feel like people, they can't hurt me. They can't hurt me. Well, you can't work then because everybody can get a garnishment. Anybody. No, Cardi B never paid no $4 million, but they can so take whatever the fuck she got. Whatever she got, they can take it forever. I am terrible at reading my chat on today. I got lots of people in here. I'm sorry. We got to pick it up in the middle here. Such a man I got. Good Lord have mercy. The queen something else. They're means of God. All this going on inside the church. So everybody who goes to church, y'all all victims. Y'all need to start collecting evidence. Oh, no, it doesn't matter if you enjoy it. It don't matter if you marry him, honey. You're all victims. Correct, according to Vincent Hill. He said age ain't nothing but a number. He's with the R. Kelly theology. It don't matter how old you are. It don't matter how old you are. Well, why weren't you a goddamn victim for all them years that you was doing this shit, child? It ain't like Cassie, honey. He wasn't knocking your ass down steps and kicking you in your stomach, child. You could have walked out the door at any time. And what do we see? Oh, you walk out the door, all right. You go and get an apartment you can't afford. You go get a townhouse. The moment he stopped giving you money, you lose that as well. And now you hear you all 40-some years old back in the house with your mama, child, talking about you gonna make a living off of YouTube. You know what the average girl? Let me see what she's getting. I think she's getting something like 200, 300. Let me see his name. Vincent Hill. Okay, what's his name? He's a safe space. Stop wasting time, boy. Get a job. You're wasting more years. You ain't gonna be famous. Okay, so his videos get the one he got last night. It got over 1,000, so he's happy about that. That's why he's on this interview thing now. Okay, only the videos where he is talking about Larry Reed. All of these 4-part series, all of these exposés, and all this shit. Those are the only times he gets over 1,000 views. Generally speaking, let's go down a little bit. Generally speaking, they're all about Larry now. Let me see. I want to see. I'm very curious. Let's go to your page and see your videos. Videos, okay. Excluding Larry Reed videos, he's getting 177 people, which means nobody's watching him. 199 views. He's got, I can give you the names of the things, John. Soon as he started with Larry Reed, the only time he ever got over 1,000 views, right? Purpose Driven, Believe Now, that's 177 views. Happy Mother's Day to Mom, 199 views. That's only because you moved back into her house. Creating Your Dream, it's in your hands, 76 views, right? So 178 views, 293 views, 174 views, right? Now, all the time that I'm telling you all these numbers, all of them are under 400 views, 80 views. He got 126 views. Look at him. Look at him for yourself. Nobody watching that bullshit, child. And you really think if they come on here for the salaciousness of your relationship with him, that's all they're coming for, baby. So you got to keep that going. That's why you chose Daryl Moore for your next interviewee. Are you going to let this one talk? So far, you can't let nobody talk. It's all you. Listen to me, because nobody else listens to you, girl. You ain't got no goddamn friends. These niggas always come on here talking about how they got friends. I got friends on the outside in my real life. You ain't got no goddamn friends. You have a personality disorder that would not allow you to have or make real friendships, girl. You've been gone from North Carolina. How long you been gone from there? 50 years, well, at least 30 years, child. You don't know nobody. You didn't have no friends then. You didn't have no friends in high school. You've been lonely your whole goddamn life. All right. I guess I won't be able to resist seeing what they say on there, but neither one of them, you know. Validate a troll. Child. He said, wait a minute. He refused to validate a troll. Nikki B, oh, you on my side with this one? He said, child, you were taking questions. He told me for me to answer him a question, I got to inbox him and make arrangements for you to ask me the question, and I'll answer it. I said, well, goddamn, I just asked you a question, right? You just cussed me out and threatened me. You want to put a curse on me to break my knees? You want me to fall over a brick and break my knees, you said? Right? You comparing me all the horrible things you've done to Larry Reed, and then you look what I did to him. Look what you want to brag about it. Then look what I asked William McCray what I did to him. I stole his stuff. I just took it from him. Everybody is not the same, nigga. Don't come over here fucking with me, boy. All I'm doing is reviewing videos. You put them out, they're going to be reviewed. You think I like it when I write a book? This is my 8th novel. I've written 8 books. You think I like it when somebody reads my book and give me a 1 star? Part of the game. I'm sorry. You think actresses who pour their life into their work and to their education to be actresses, girl, do not like when people review their work? But it's public now, right? So people can review it, sissy. If you don't want to see the review, don't look at it. Don't watch. Are you gonna be another one to come over and tell me I don't watch? I don't know what they say. Yeah, I don't know what they say. Yet you're an expert on trollism. You ain't even encountered no trolls yet. Even his own people said, why you do that to him? Oh, thank you, Cheryl Hill. Appreciate you. And your little pair. Shut up, boy, you ding, ding, ding. Hey, ding dong. Hey, I got everybody. Squeenie. Oh, get the bum over here real fast, boy. Put it right here. Sit down. Put it right here. Come on. Put it right here. I'm sorry, Daddy. I'm sorry. I'm the security. Okay. Well, we thank you for the last my last 4 videos of Vincent Terrell Hill. Trust, as long as you bringing your ass on here with all your exposés and shit, child, and we only interested because of Larry, because you ain't got no clout. Your high point in your life was when you met that dude and you were on his little Larry Reed live show, child. And you are a person who has to work behind the scenes. Some of your thumbnails very cute, honey. Some of the production is even very cute, even though you keep giving the credit to the producer. There's always got to be somebody else outside of you. And do you actually have a tarot reader when you make live videos? How fragile is your mind, child? Let go of all this hocus pocus. You say you were a pastor. You're not going to be a pastor when you're encouraging other sources of spirituality. You taking a little piece of paper and reading on the paper. Oh, this is what it said in the paper. That paper must be awful powerful because that damn paper has been around for what, 500 or 600 years, and then you see something different in it. What happens? What does a witch go through when she sees the card, girl? Did the numbers move, or I mean, how do you attach that to somebody else and to thousands of people? I did a reading on you before you came on. I did a reading on, and then you want somebody to take your ass seriously as any kind of minister of God's church. Trolls are everywhere. There's some trolls in the house. There's some trolls in the house. Child, considering all the shit that goes on in this damn YouTube, child, not only just YouTube, it's not only Beef Sector, not only YouTube, all over social media, honey. This boy, he don't have the stamina. He just don't, honey. He's always so victimized of what somebody said. Nigga, go and get the damn paper or go online. And what your assignment is at this point is to find a way to support yourself, to get out of your mama's house, to get yourself a studio a studio, a bachelor apartment, whatever you can afford, child, and be independent and learn how to be a man. Learn how to be a man. You ain't got to hold on to your mama's apron string. You ain't got to hold on to Larry Reed's apron string. You ain't got to hold on to other people. Let go. Soon as I stop worrying how the story ends, when I let go and I let God have his way, that's when things start happening. When I stop looking at back, then whoa, when I let go and I let God. Live by faith. Live by your faith, honey. Right? If you believe that God's going to take care of you, let him. There's single mothers out here with 3 and 4 kids. They make it. All kind of people, ex-dope fiends, making it fine. I am one of them. I make it. I'm living. I'm trusting in the God that I serve, honey, not no goddamn play cards. Seems to me that y'all both started off as pastors. Shouldn't you have done something by now? I mean, what Larry Reed? He's working on his 3rd Rolls Royce. Kind of long in the tooth, ain't you? You said when you met him, you felt like, oh, I was too young to be a pastor. I was too young to be a pastor. This thing, you are a frustrated homosexual child, and you fell in love with the man of the men up front. It's as simple as that, girl. Right? You missed your whole life, and now you're gonna blame somebody else because you missed it. This brings to mind. There's a movie on YouTube. It's called Baby Deer. Y'all check that out. It is the strangest goddamn. It's a short series. I think it's just 8 episodes. I'm not gonna tell you what it's about, but Baby Reindeer. It's called. It's on Netflix. Someone recommended that to me. I thought it was about reindeers, but no, it's not that at all. Very interesting. I'm on about episode 6. About these people who fall in love with people who don't love them back. That's all I'm gonna say. Any of y'all seen that? That's not being a softy. You have good self-esteem and balanced ego when you can be humble. Be humble. That motherfucker ain't humble. He's humble till you ask him a question. He wants to go in there acting like he's preaching and stuff. Some sermon he stole. He's probably watching somebody else somewhere, child. And then he comes on there acting like these are his ideas. Shallow ass man. I enjoyed being on your show last night. Official Thais report. Miss Cruz, are you out there on the cruise? I know you travel a lot, honey. Okay, I'm way behind. I got to skip ahead, people. I'm so far behind. I feel like this fell flat. I feel like his whistleblowing fell flat. Well, they said he got $1,200 for the whistleblower video. So he got 91,000 views for the original whistleblower video. That gave him $1,200. Probably more money than he's seen since he parted ways with Larry Reed. Correct? So he figured that this is the route he was going to take. Correct? Now he's in a kerfuffle. And now he's interviewing this other dude, Daryl Moore, tonight. So it didn't fall flat. That was that particular one, the first one. It was the first one, honey. The first cut was the deepest. Baby, you know the first cut was the deepest. When it comes to spilling tea, you know. When you comes to repeating it, it goes. I'll try to love again. That's all you're going to get, boy. I mean, all them damn videos he made. His pages, I didn't even know the boy was even around. I didn't know he was still breathing, honey. I went on this. Girl, ain't none of them. He can't get 400 views. He done make a whole damn 2 pages of videos. And nobody looked until he came up with his whistleblower shit. It speaks to your character. I think he at the point where he kind of figuring out if lift up. People don't care about him. Only Larry Reed cared about him. Larry's the only one that ever cared about him, ever showed him affection. Believe me, he's only talking about how good his relationship with his mama is now because he's living up under her roof again. How he going? What else he gonna do? They got to treat him right. He gonna come out and tell us all the family business. They're probably uncomfortable around his ass. I don't know. The obsession with Larry's had all this stuff going on, child. And I admit that I even jumped on with the TD Jake stuff. Larry's got all these people interested in him. They don't like him denying that he's whoever he is. He's functioning in that spiritual world. Well, people, I'm sorry, but you gotta say, well, the church is what built this thing, what made it so it's so unacceptable to be who you are. So they ain't got really much choice. If they're gonna function in that church world, they ain't got much choice but to hide. Right? They didn't know they had Satan living in the house with them, though, all the time collecting information. Correct? This is your own self-loathing. Anytime that boy talks about sex, he's always talking about the demonic spirit. I had sex more than I hoped that I had. He is still confused like a child. Who is this? Who is this blessed soul? Hold on, man. Oh, thank you. Who is that? Is when it comes to. Thank you, James Hatfield. I can't stand hearing. Okay. I have to read it later. Thank you, James. I appreciate it. Y'all don't be afraid to Cash App now. I'm going to go over there to Thais and give me some lessons, baby. You got to get some lessons for these YouTubers. Currently in court, right? That's just crazy. That is just so crazy to me. I wonder what he gonna have to say. Him and that other dude, the one with the glasses, he called himself trying to read me. He thought he gonna come over there. I'm very selective about which one of these hoes I go after, child. Marcellus. Oh, I gotta talk to Timothy Blake. He's so goddamn old. I don't know why they think I'm so goddamn old. You niggas is old too, honey. All of them is 50 years old. Shit, they ain't no pup. A snitch. Well, that's what he was. I don't know what he's talking about. He whistleblowing. Whistleblowing what? Are they breaking laws over there? Are they underground terrorists? Are they corporate thieves? What you whistleblowing? Your sex life? You just exposed another gay man, honey. That's all you did. Your ass gay, right? And you'd expose everybody, whoever touched a dick in their life. You have to expose it. Why? And particularly if it's so damn demonic. It's a self-loathing queen. And he needs to get his ass down there to Amazon warehouse and get his ass a job and be a man for a change. Stop waiting for other people to save you. They better pray they get your age. That's right, honey. Somehow I made it through the storm and rain. I made it. Somehow I made it. I'm very grateful. Very grateful in my life. I ain't thinking about the queens. I couldn't even imagine going knocking on my mama's door, girl. I couldn't imagine at 30. I couldn't imagine. I couldn't wait to be a man, honey. Oh, I had only had sex with one person before him. What kind of conversation is that for a grown-ass man, child? You locked up your whole body, huh? For Larry. Religion is not always the best thing, I don't think, for a lot of these young gay people. I think it confuses them too much. Thank you, Sandra. Your generous self. Appreciate you. No, I'm not trying to find a new Jay Wilson to read, honey. No, it's not like that. It is just a floating story. These stories tend to build. People insult you, and you want to respond to it. I ain't got no problem responding to it. That's why I don't know why they even come over insulting me and disrespecting me unnecessarily. Unnecessarily. You could just as easily ignore my question. You don't want to ask her why you felt like it's necessary to expose everybody in that whole orbit? You ain't got to answer that, right? You could have just blocked me right then, honey. They got an option right there. Block, block. Don't let nobody see the question. But no, you want to come for me, girl. It's not the best idea. I'm telling you right now. It just isn't. There's quite a few you're going to find out. I don't know nothing about it. I didn't know nothing about it. How did you make Larry Reed such a big success on his channel if you don't know nothing about the internet? You don't know nothing about social media. You don't know nothing about nothing, girl. Right? But you've been here for 15 years. You've been here before he was here. I don't know. Mm-hmm. So, y'all feeling it? Y'all feeling that spirit? Thank you. Who that is? Thank you, Christy. Is it Crystal? Mm-hmm. Mrs. Tiff, Miss Tiff. Appreciate you. Mm-hmm. So, anything else going on, people? I didn't look at anything else. I know this boy insulted me last night. I said, well, girl, do you really want to go over there and fuck with this fool? Right? Because he gonna threaten you one too many times, honey. Right? So I said, well, maybe he's just maybe he's actually seen my videos, even the ones he claimed he hasn't seen, and that's why he feels like I'm a troll. I've never been accused of being a troll before. I've been accused of a whole lot of shit on here, but being a troll has never been one of them. Right? It's pronounced Crystal. Hi, Crystal. Thank you, honey. Mm-hmm. AT2. Hi, AT2. Yeah, we had to go another round with this boy. I guess he got, but this is the highlight of his life. He's sitting up there in North Carolina somewhere in a room. He ain't got no friends. He couldn't possibly have no friends. He didn't have no friends before he left there. He's sitting up there in the bedroom in his mama house trying to figure out how he gonna make a living and get back on his own, right? It ain't gonna work. You're wasting your time. Put down the computer, close the computer, get online and see who's hiring in North Carolina, girl. It's all done on computers now, but you need to make a living and support yourself. According to your story, you ain't had but 2 jobs in your whole life. You said before you met Larry, you only had sex once before you start offering up the cookies to the pastor, right? So you ain't even lived, Vincent. I don't think it's a good time for a young gay, you're not young, but a gay man to be starting out in his 40s in North Carolina. Dust yourself off, get back on your horse and ride. This is a man's world. This is a man's world. But it wouldn't be nothing with a lot of sissy boys. I need me a daddy. Hi, St. James. We talking about you a little bit. For what it's worth, I did have a conversation with him after the live about the confrontation. He understands where you were actually coming. Yeah, I don't want to hear that boy weeping. He understood when I asked him. Why don't I just answer the damn question? Oh, he can come back. He can come back. Like I'm gonna come groveling back to your channel. What do you have to offer me, Vincent Hill? Like everybody wants to be here. Everybody wants to yell. All 164 people wanted to be there, girl. I'm doing you a favor by even talking about your ass. Because we don't know who you are. We still don't know, girl. When you left that boy's channel, or when you left Larry Reed's channel, you went over there to T.S. Madison channel, and you worked behind the scenes with her. I guess you helping her in production. This is the kind of employment you need to do. You need to be behind the scenes. You are not camera ready. You cannot hold an audience. But your subject matter is nothing but bullshit. It's nothing but bullshit. You done either copy out of a book or you done got from somebody else's talking, honey. It is not landing. Nobody's coming to your ass for no goddamn lessons on healing. We certainly not coming on about no finances after you fucked off $90-something thousand to end up on the street, girl. Right? You're not the person we're coming to for that, Vincent Terrell Hill. Yeah, I heard you, James, St. James trying to at least address the issue of me being there, but he wouldn't let you in. Can I say something? No. I said, well, goddamn, I never even experienced that before. Right? I mean, why are you so afraid for him to even say anything concerning me? Because, you know, I'm very curious about the real story, girl. I don't buy all this victim ass shit. You a victim laying up with your legs open for fucking 15 years, 13, 14, 15 years. It was terrible. Oh, it was horrible when he put it in me. I agree. He should be able to tell his story, but now he's taken too far. I don't like the threats he's making. Yes, he's making threats, child. He tell anybody talk about his ass, he gonna do even worse than he's doing to Larry. And girl, you live with him for 15 years, nigga. You don't know me. You don't push too hard, girl. Don't take too much. Mama man. Girl, don't push. Don't come out here just swinging on people you don't know a goddamn thing about them. Mm-hmm. You be stuck in a kerfluffle. We start looking at your ass a little deeper. Mm-hmm. Crying at work. I thought you said he was crying. Girl. He said he does cry. He said, I said I'm crying all night about the victimization. He didn't even add the victimization until this other young guy came up. That wasn't even in his vocabulary. So he said, oh, they watching that. Oh, yeah, me too. You could be victimized. Then they start talking about the goddamn grooming. He ain't thought about no grooming. Now he was groomed. I was groomed. You figured that out after 20 years that you was groomed 20 years ago. Really? What he should do, since you said that his $96,000, you said that was some kind of hush money. The hush, you won't tell the story. Well, obviously you're not hushing since you're on your 9th video now, right? So shouldn't you give, if you're an honorable man, give him back his hush money? Vincent Hill. Lord, make it stop. Oh, Nikki wants me to sing? What you want me to bless you with, Nikki? What they doing? They smiling in your face, smiling faces. I know Larry Reed is regretting the day he took his ass into the fold. Now, he's had relationships with these people for years. I mean, decades. All of them seem to have known each other all their lives, honey. Right? He was the newcomer. That was 15 years ago. Right? He had no idea who he invited in, honey. When he kissed you on the cheek, girl, that was Lazarus. He said I got more. I got more. Yeah. Well, hopefully you'll be able to get over 400 views. And that will be the benediction. Thank y'all for coming in. I appreciate you. I'm going to try to stay away from this thing, but y'all know who I am. Later, people.